In this video, we're going to take a look at target 23, finding the parabolic path equations for a point and a vertex. You guys, this is all about those real-life parabolas that we see. The key to this strategy is this 6-step process. If you would like to pause the video and write these 6 steps down, whether it's down in your mistakes and notes box on your target sheet or in your notebook or on a piece of paper, this is what it really comes down to. So we're going to be following this 6-step process. So here we go. Step 1, set the origin. So when I look at this picture, I can see that I have a parabolic path of flight that's happening. Setting the origin means to orient your graph paper so that you know where 0, 0 is. Boom, I'm going to put it right there at the hand of the quarterback where he releases the ball, and this is where the receiver catches it. It says a quarterback threw it 50 yards. Our second step is to label the vertex. So the vertex is this key point right here. Parabolas are symmetrical. It's the halfway point. I'd have to go all the way over is 50, halfway is 25, comma. Now I need to figure out how high up it is. Well, it says it reaches a height of 30 yards in the air, but it leaves the quarterback's hands 2 yards up. So this is 30 yards from the ground, but if 2 yards is here, that's 28 yards from the origin that we set. So this is 28 because this is 0. And so then this would be 25, comma, 28 as our vertex point. So we set the origin, we knew where 0, 0 is, we found the vertex. Next, label a working point, x, comma, y. Hint, 0, 0 is the easiest point to find on a parabola so that we set the origin to. So we know this point right here is 0, comma, 0, so we're going to use that as our x and our y. So this number now gets plugged in as our h, this is our k, this is our x, and this is our y. So, label a working point, we just did that. Now plug everything into this equation. So when we plug everything into that equation, we're going to end up with this. Here, well, it's this equation, y equals a times x minus h squared plus k, and now I'm going to plug in the 4 numbers that I have. The y is 0, the a is what we're solving for, the x is 0, the h is 25, squared, and then plus 28 is our k value. Now I've plugged everything in, just do some math to solve this, and that would be to simply say, oh, I've got plus 28, subtract 28 from both sides, so I will do that. Minus 28 goes over here, and I'm running out a little bit of room here, so I'll just do this, pick it up, and do a situation where, okay, I've got this 28, and then negative 28 would be over here, equals a times, well, 0 minus 25 is negative 25 squared. Negative 25 squared is 625. So I've got a times 625 equals negative 28. Divide both sides by 625, and now I've got my a value. One of the things I want to show you guys is that on our calculators, it'll reduce the fraction for us. So if I put these numbers in my calculator, if I go, it was negative 28 divided by 625, push enter, I get the decimal, and then I go math, enter, enter, because it turns the previous answer into a fraction, and it's going to fully reduce it. Now what's interesting is this one doesn't reduce, so we can just leave it the way it is, as negative 28 625ths. But every other time, so there's our a value right there, every other time it'll reduce a fraction for us if it is reducible. So there's our a value right there. So we like to use the fractions. Fractions are better than decimals, so now I can put that number into my equation, and I've built the whole thing as this equation right here. Y equals negative 28 625ths times x minus 25 squared plus 28, and that is an awesome equation for throwing this football, and that's the parabolic path that it follows. Again, it comes down to this 6-step process. Writing down those steps is probably what you're going to want to do. You can get these steps from the front of the video, and just to give you time to see the answer again, this is the answer right